So here's the beginning of my pack out list, my gear list for the CDT attempt 2021. My backpack is Granite Gear Crown X60. I got it from Mass Drop. I got my duplex tent that I took on the PCT. It held up pretty good. It has a couple of little patches in it. My Lecky trekking poles. These are like the ones I had on the PCT, but those got bent, so I'm going to take these on the CDT. Got my Exped Sleeping Pad. I got a hole in it on the PCT, but I've patched it, and I'm going to try it again this time. Got my Sea to Summit pillow. A hiker named Cargo actually gave me this. He found it in a hiker box. My hike and bike sleeping bag. It's a down sleeping bag. I used a polyfill sleeping bag on the PCT, but want to try down on this one. This is a 14-degree bag. Then I have 9x9 piece of Tyvek. I had like a 5x8 piece on the PCT, and there was just times whenever I was cowboy camping that I would have preferred to have been able to fold the Tyvek over me. So I'm put grommets, one at each corner and halfway down each side. Okay, so for my worn items, I've got a down puffy coat from REI that I took on the PCT last time. It's been laundered and patched. This is a UV 50 or whatever sun protective shirt that I wore the whole time on the PCT. Also got it from REI. Some Columbia pants. I've actually got two pairs of these. They zip off into shorts, but this is the pair from where I start off, and I've got another pair like them so that if these get worn out, I can change them out, and because I will need a smaller size probably halfway through the trip. I like Darn Tough socks, but I'm going to try these Ascend Hiker Crew socks. I will be taking a backup pair of Darn Toughs. For my undershirt, I took this undershirt with me last time, and it's made by Blue Star. I had a really hard time finding these again, but they were very lightweight and seemed to hold up well. I had a white one last time that turned gray, so I'm going to start with a gray one this time. And then my sun protective hat. This is just Swiss Tech. I bought this at Walmart, but just to keep the sun off of me. Okay, so most of my other gear is just kind of small stuff. Got stuff sacks. These are for my food bags. They're both made by Granite Gear. This is the one I had on the Pacific Crest Trail. This is a new one for the CDT. I realized this is too much food to start with. I've got snacks, granola bars, and then I've got my beans and my rice. Got my Jolbo sunglasses, black diamond headlamp, this mini mag light I actually found right next to Bridge Creek on the Pacific Crest Trail and thought it was very handy, so I'm going to take it with me this time too. My first aid kit, I've got antidiarrheals, I've got laxatives, I've got Neosporin, I've got Band-Aids, I've got gauze, I've got a little bit of everything in there. My Human Gear fork and spoon combo. They fold up together, go in your pocket. My cook stove is an aluminum pot. I think it was made by Esbit. And then a Giga Peak or something stove, which is a fuel canister stove. My frying pan. My shiny umbrella that I carried on the Pacific Crest Trail. It's not as shiny as it once was, but it was good in the sun, and it was good whenever you had freezing rain coming on you. My spade. This is a little bit heavier than most people carry, but I hate it finding whenever cat holes were dug up. Nastiness. Then you've got toilet paper, a couple of wet wipes. For my electronics, I've got my Garmin InReach, a bunch of SD cards that I'll be unpacking. I take 2 phones. These are cheap phones. One's AT&T, the other's Verizon, because sometimes you have service with one and not the other. I'm going to take some mace. Some people ask if I'm going to carry a firearm on the trail. I don't plan to do that. It's just too big of a responsibility. Nobody else ever takes one. This will be for dogs outside of town or anything like that. I have bear spray that I'll be carrying in the mountains. I've got ever new water bladders. This is a 2 liter, a 1 liter. My Sawyer squeeze. This is a adapter for the bag so I can drink out of my pack. My Hitchhiking Signs. I might put grommets in these like I did my Tyvek. These are made out of Tyvek. Hygiene kit. I'm going to take some cord. I'm not sure how much I'm going to take. This is made by Atwood. The micro cord has a 110-pound test, and the nano cord has like a 36-pound test. This will fit through one of the needles in my sewing kit. Before, I've just used dental floss to make repairs to my bag or clothing. And that's pretty much it, except for a couple little things, charging accessories, things like that. This is pretty much my pack out list. All right, well, here it is all packed up. Base weight of 19.5 pounds. All the food in those bags was 12.5 pounds, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to start off with all of that. And then I'll have whatever water I carry. So this is my gear list. I'm not much of a YouTuber, but I do have a logo.